Hey everybody, and welcome back to Beauty and the War. So I read a little bit of the Tumblr, or reread it. We're the V clan? I think I remember. We're the V clan? I don't know. I don't even know who we are, honestly. So, we'll see, I guess. So, load. Boop. Lady Ambrosia!
Oh my god.
Oh, you're like a little dumpling. This is far too much for a poor damsel like me to handle. My dear sweet cousin, in those days, her presence always made everything brighter. Look at her nose, it's so bloopable. An absolutely lovely person and friend who always bore good will towards everyone. Oh god. She's got a boxing glove. Watch out. I don't know why we've had to be in charge of taking care of everyone, especially when some of these savages used to hunt us down. At least, usually. I'm gonna get him! This is like being on diaper duty all day, every day. Except these are grown men and women, and they're not as cute as babies. I feel like somebody's laying on the ground. That's somebody else's arm, and they're just laying on the ground, putting their arm up when it needs to go up. Well, okay, some of the men are pretty nice looking. At least the ones who aren't being an enormous prick. Wow. You should hear what some of them call me. Oh, I'm so mad, I'm just so mad. You should just let their wounds fester and let life give them what they deserve. She was truly under quite a bit of stress, so please don't think of her as overly harsh, or at least a bit malicious. She's a kind person, truly. We pretty. Lady Rosemary, it sounds like you went through a very trying experience. Oh, you don't know the half of it! Can you please take care of them, Lady Ambrosia? I'll take over what you aren't doing, like the laundry or something. Well, I like the animation. By all means, rest and recover your breath, Lady Rosemary. Thank you, Lady Ambrosia. Make sure you don't go easy on any of them, okay? Those were tragic times, full of rending memories, but there were also beautiful ones. Boop. Yes, you know what they are, don't you? Who are we? My days back then were spent much in this way. Good God. Thick the wounded. Let's go to the forest. Thick the wounded. I love Virgo Islands with all my heart. I can see it now in my mind. The sky-reaching tree at the heart of my world. Its scarlet trunk shooting up so high. Its growth has no limit and would rise unchecked if its dozens. What? Those who have found comfort beneath its shade, all of us on Virgo Island, did not occasionally trim it with our axes. Okay. And beneath its crystal leaves and scarlet branches, there are trees of gold with leaves of jasper and silver ones with coral. The further you go, the more you'll see sapphires, emeralds, jewels of all kind. But the gold and silver trees are the ones I remember most of all. I spent quite a few mornings gathering sweet fruit from their gentle branches with the other women. Afterwards was the preparation of breakfast. Wait, am I creating the story that she's telling? You continued seeing to the harvest. Aside from fruits, there were nuts, herbs, spices, so much more to reap. Oh my god, that was so cute! I'm okay. May's okay. Don't worry about May, she's fine. Little dear! Oh, I gotta take a screenshot of this. Hold on. Okay, thank you. Good. You fed the deer. Here you are. Just a little bit won't hurt. Don't tell anyone, alright? She's very pretty. Is that us? Not all the wounded were able to leave their beds, so in the morning I would bring them breakfast once it was made ready. But for those who couldn't help themselves, it was not so simple. A warrior, by nature, is a prideful creature. I remember this one man, a member of the Trold. He had lost both his arms in battle. I could not just feed him, or he would feel his loss all the more keenly and surely take it as an insult. And so, do you know what I did? You made a game out of it. That'd be fun. I would like to challenge you to a game. A game? Oh, what sort of game, little lady? Bobbing for apples. Well, that's one way to do it. Now, I know apples aren't in season, so I took the liberty of replacing them with other fruits. To tell you the truth, I'm not very good at this sort of game. I was actually hoping to learn from you. This way, I'll be more prepared for surprise matches during celebrations. Well then, watch and learn. I'll make a master apple bobber out of you. Once everyone was happy and fed, I could begin my other work. Can we go back to the forest? Go back to the forest. Oh dear. Ah, please, let me help you. Whew, thanks, Lady Ambriosa. My arms were killing me. I don't know what... I missed seeing you during meal preparations today. Making breakfast isn't the same without you. I hope you aren't feeding the wildlife again. No, not at all. I don't know what you're talking about. You know what lures them here, and we won't want to send them an open invitation to picnic. You remembered what happened last time, don't you? I know better now, Lady Jasmine. I mustn't feed them too many treats or I'll spoil them rotten. That's not what I meant, you know it. I can see how this basket makes you shudder. I'm happy to harvest it so... I'm happy the harvest is so bountiful. Oh, God. I suppose. It helps that spring is nearly here and the winter frost is thawing. But if you're to struggle with the weight, just ask one of the young braves to help you. Braves? When you're dressed like that, they won't be able to resist lending a hand to such a helpless damsel. Please, you're embarrassing me. Then don't dress that way, you slut! Honestly, you're embarrassing me. As a phoenix, we must... So we're Phoenix. Okay, so Phoenix are like the neutral. They help everybody? I don't know. As a phoenix, we must be the very picture of modest grace, poise, and elegance. Isn't that right? Oh, by the way, you remember Sir Victor? Oh, the ice skater? Oh my gosh. The Holder warrior you were treating. Never mind. He was looking for you this morning. It must have been about his knee. He's alright, I hope? I took care of him, so you don't have to worry about it. Try not to spread yourself too thinly. Calm down, music. Lady Ambriosa, if you ever need any help with the Holder, all you have to do is ask. Just the Holder? Oh, you know what I mean, don't you, Lady Ambriosa? I'm sure you do. Just set the basket down here. You're a real lifesaver, saver, Lady Ambriosa. So I have weighted the basket with this much. It almost seems as though you were in a real rush. Not really. To be honest, I didn't want to make a second trip to the forest. Good thing I ran into you. But are you holding up all right? You kind of remind me of a leaf that's about to be blown away by the wind. I just need to catch my breath. I'm telling you, you should have asked one of the young men. With that outfit, all you have to do is sway your hips, bat your eyelashes, and they'll come running. Probably even trample over each other just for the opportunity. Oh, hi. Now I know you're making light of me. That outfit is. I generally don't know how to expect anyone to take you seriously in that. Say this out of duty as a fellow phoenix and out of filial affection as your third cousin. Save it for summer, Lady Ambriosa. Oh my, there's a small hole worn into the corner of the basket. There is? What if something rolled away? I'll probably have to comb the floor of the forest to find it. Or I'll strain my back in the process. Maybe brush past some poison ivy by accident. How retrace your steps, Lady Jasmine? Oh, thank you. What is going on? I'd lose my head if it weren't for you. And the hole at the bottom of the basket, what do we do about that? I'll patch it right up. You won't even know it's there. Wonderful. I know you make the basket twice as strong. I'll try my best. Andreaso! There was a voice I hadn't heard in a while, not since the 14th day of the Frosty Moon. Sorry, that's a cute name for something. The Frosty Moon. On the night we were rescued, on the night of the V's victory, he came up to me and said, "Oh. Who are you?" "I'm sorry." From upon his knees, he said just those 2 words. Nothing more. Sorry. Nothing less. "I'm sorry." He had done nothing wrong, and yet he had felt the need to apologize to me. And on the 7th day of the wolf moon, he approached me and said, "Chase. Ambriosa, oh, I know you've been taking care of the warriors and, the Valkyrie and I've lost my place, and some of them have been a handful. But what do you say let me stand guard for you?" "Oh, I shouldn't let you I shouldn't like to trouble you, Sir Chase." What is even going on? It won't be any trouble at all. Besides, it'll make me feel better about what happened last time. It'll be my way of making it up to you if you let me. But surely you realize you owe me nothing. Well, then I owe it to myself. It's got freckles, it's cute. Which sounds pretty selfish now that I'm saying it aloud. Not that saying it'll make me feel better sounds any less selfish, but... Oh, man. What I mean is that, What do I mean? What I'm trying to say is that I don't have anything better to do, so it's not a problem. And some of the other guys are pretty dangerous, so you need a guard, right? You, though? Not that I'm saying you need to have it. What's going on? But it'd be nice to have a backup plan, just in case, right? And there's the added bonus of making me feel better. Of course I agree. I suppose if it isn't any trouble. Believe me, it isn't. Then I would appreciate having your protection. I am in your care, Sir Chase. Please take care of me. Oh. No, he's blushing. Of course I'll be sure to protect you. You count on me. It was nice seeing how happy and light his smile was. In truth, I did not seek his protection. I simply wished to ease the guilt that he felt he must bear for a crime he did not commit. Oh boy. Screw the wounded. That's gonna be like my go-to. Is screw the wounded. Talk to Chase. I'm not believing if I'm boring. Don't let me keep you from your own responsibilities now. How about just random chit-chat? I love how sunny and warm it is today. Warm? I guess. I do like how sunny it is, though. The sun sure is bright today. Like it is every day. I think I'll stop talking now. No, please don't stop yourself on my account, Sir Chase. I like hearing your opinions. Well, alright. And now I can't think of any. You're so sad. Take care of the wounded, I guess. Oh. Whoa! The V's war with the other clans had left my great aunt bereaved of her husband and son. Hi, doggy. Hi, Tucky. Sorry, I'm saying hi to my dog. He just starts staring at me. Stop licking my hand. Okay. There seemed to be nothing that could console her. Ew. Doggy licked my hand. When she was heralded of her beautiful singing voice, now she would not speak. She would not even eat or drink if I did not bring her what she needed for her lips. Her compliance, the monotonous opening of her mouth, was the only sign that she still lived and held any awareness of the world around her. She spent the days with her gaze pinned to the spot directly in front of her. Futile though it may seem, I tried to remind her of the beauty of her existence, to wake her from the nightmare that held her within its shadows. Back during the First Territorial Wars, there were 2 clans. They were not as fierce as the other clans, and so they could do little else but flee for their lives. That is until one day they came across a path to the clouds. Surprisingly, the clouds did not give way beneath their feet and were much like lily pads on a lake. They decided to live there at that place where their enemies could not find them. Do you know what happened many years later? I'll have to tell you next time. Go to the forest! Oh! I feel like it's a nice day for some apple cider. I feel like this is a nice day for apple cider. Sure is. We can have some later if you want. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to follow you out here. Well, you are my guard, I guess. I just thought, actually, I don't know what I was thinking. You are so sad. I guess I wasn't really thinking at all. I'll head back. I wasn't trying to be a creep. I just wasn't thinking. Obviously. Thought you had someone to treat you out here. No, I just wasn't thinking. I'll shut up now. You really are cute. She left for me so I don't have to do it. You're really cute, Sir Chase. Cute? Me cute? Really? Really, really. You should be careful or I won't be able to hold myself back. Nah, you're only teasing me. Maybe I am. Sir Chase? I'm fine. I didn't trip. I just stumbled a bit because I wanted to look closer at the floor. I fell because I wanted to look closer at the floor. She's like, oh dear. The floor really interesting, you know? Wow, look at all this grass. Don't mind me. Go on ahead. I'll catch up once I'm doing looking at all the grass. You dork. Alright, please let me know if you find anything interesting down there. Roger that. I mean, sure that. Roger. Oh, what on earth am I saying? I'm such an idiot. Ooh, let's go to the river. Ah! Swim! Just a quick dip couldn't hurt. Now that the river was no longer frozen, I could start collecting rocks, cattails, and all other wonderful things that it provided. Arky darky. Look for silkworm cocoons. Our clothes were made from the cocoons of silkworms, but it was a brutal process. To withdraw the silk, we would have to drop the cocoons with an insect still inside into boiling water, but without them we had little in a way of fabric. The men of my clan were not hunters, and so we had no fur scales in which to adorn ourselves. Corn husk and chaff would irritate our skin, which were especially dry in the colder seasons. Sorry, I had to adjust my butt in my seat. There we go. These would not only wither away, but attract insects. Silk was the best choice, but I didn't have the heart to act as their grim reaper. I'm leaving them alone. I knew the other woman would handle it. Still, it felt like turning a blind eye to a horrible thing. At midday, it was time to prepare for lunch. I'm gonna end it here. I know these are short, but it's a demo, so I'm just keeping these episodes kind of short. Anyway, I'm gonna end it here, guys. I'll see you guys in the next episode. Bye-bye.